Okay, so I don't remember my introduction, so I'm just going off this. Alright, so a lot of you guys really think that being a truck driver is really easy and simple, but it's really not. And the reason why is because a lot of people just think you sit in a truck and eat food all day and get fat and drive it, but you really don't. There's a lot more to it than that. And so, can you unmute it, please? There you go. Oh yeah. All right. So this is your average Peterbilt 379 with a Qualcomm cab extension. So it's really big. It's actually got a really big bed in it. It's a queen size. That's actually really big for one guy or girl, depending, or both. If you do listen, or both. Listen, or both, because they have what's called a team driver. Well, you have two drivers. It can either be a male and another male, or a male and female. And what a team driver does is the truck, the only time it ever stops is to get fuel. Otherwise, the truck's running 24/7. And that's how they do it. They take turns driving. So that's why I said a male or female. Not trying to be sexual or anything for you guys. And I'm sorry, I just had to put that out there. And so what that means is the truck can have lots of issues. Like a lot of the time the sensors in the truck go out, and that's about $400 to $1,200 just to get one little sensor that's about that big replaced. And it's really expensive. Another problem is when you're driving all the time, you get really tired really fast because your eyes have to work so hard to take everything in, and you're always looking at your gauges. Because you got a set of gauges right here, right in front of the steering wheel, and then you got another set right over here. And you're always looking out there, and then you got to look in all the mirrors around you to see all the cars behind you. Because once that car gets from about where I am to Annika is, that far away from the trailer, you can't see that car. So what that is, and they call it the dead man zone, where if the truck hits the brakes, your car's going to go under the trailer, and you're going to die. That's why they call it dead man zone. And people think that these trucks are indestructible. Well, if you look at that picture, those trucks aren't indestructible. Those trucks, they catch on fire, they blow up, you can roll them, they tip. They're like a car, only, they're 30,000 pounds, just the truck itself. The trailer, depending on what you have, that trailer like there is called low boy because it sits low. That's about 15,000 pounds. Then you have the flatbed, like what's in that picture, and that's about 25,000 pounds. So the average truck trailer, you're averaging about 40,000, 45,000 pounds. With a load, you're averaging about 80,000 pounds. So, and here's what the inside of the truck is like. You got your driver in the passenger seat, you got your shifter, and there's all the gauges I was telling you guys about. And all those gauges are real, a lot of them you don't need to even look at because they're not important at all. They're just there because DOT, Department of Transportation, says that you have to have it, which you don't, because you can tell when the truck's acting up. Because when those trucks shake, they shake. And here's what the driver's view looks like when you're sitting in the driver's seat looking out. This is at the CRST pub in Cedar Rapids. That's me. I took the picture, and my mom's boyfriend's still. It's really nice. He also has a Peterbilt 379, and it's a powerful truck. What that truck has, that's his truck. It's a Hoss, as you can see. It's got a C15 Caterpillar motor. It's 575 horsepower, so that's a lot of power for a little truck. You think that truck's actually little, and all that power is distributed to the rear axle of the truck. And there's two sets of axles there. The front part of the axle can handle about 20,000 pounds. The rear axle is designed to hold 40,000 pounds. There's a big difference right there. And those axles each weigh about 7,000 to 13,000 pounds, just the axle with the wheel on it. And there's a drive shaft in there that turns on that's about that big around, freaking huge, and it's heavy. And now, here's a picture. It's hard to tell, but this is in his old Freightliner.
Nick, go ahead and turn off the other
this is in his old Freightliner. If you look, that other semi's in his lane, and this is the driver view. I put my iPod on the driver window. Oh, sorry for my accent, it's catching up. And it laid it against the window to record it. This truck was actually in his lane, so when I was in the passenger seat, we were literally passing the truck on the shoulder. Because it's this, and actually, I'm not trying to be funny, but it looked like he was putting tobacco in or lighting a cigarette. Because he took something out of his pocket and put it in his mouth. I don't know what he was doing. But anyways, it's because they get so distracted, they really don't, a lot of truck drivers, to be honest, really don't care about you cars out there. They just hope that you guys are smart enough and pay attention. And, you know, because that truck trailer, actually, they say the trailer's 53 feet, but it's actually 55, which I don't know why they put 53 on it. So the truck and trailer itself is actually 80 feet long. So you have all that area to cover. And with the dry van, you know, those big white box trailers, you can't see around those at all. And they're a pain to back up. But that's why a lot of trucks out there actually use flatbeds and lowboys, because you can actually see all the way around. It's really nice, and it helps with your guys' safety so you don't run over in the car. And Jonah, will you please put your phone away? Thank you. That's for nicely. And this is where the back two axles are, and that's the hitch where the trailer slides into place. And there's a little ball about that big around that slides in, and all you do is push a pin in, and that holds it. And that's what trucks look like at night, the really nice ones. That truck there's also Peterbilt, and that's a 2004, and could anybody take a guess on how much those trucks actually cost?
$2.
A reasonable guess. Getting
Around 200,000.
No, that's holy crap. No, it's actually costs about as much as a 2015 car, about $80,000, and that's for a 2004 truck. That's got 1.3 million miles on it. That's a lot of money for that truck. But that truck right there will move about $200,000 in freight a year. And that's how much the driver gets, but after he pays his truck, after paying other expenses, he will make maybe $80,000 a year. Same as around what Mr. Upmeyer makes. I'm not trying to, he does a lot less work though. But he eats a lot of food, so it gets really big.
Who are we talking about? We talking about Mr. Emmer, the bus, or the driver?
Yeah, when did the speech change?
It changed a long time ago, buddy.
You're at 8 minutes.
All right.
That will be my speech.
All right. Let's give him a hand.